Arizona. Enjoy. I'm Chris Fowler.
I'm Linda Cohn. Enjoy is bright. Bye.
Arena football returns to ESPN tonight. The America West Arena, home of the Phoenix Suns. Tonight, it's home to the 50-yard indoor war. It started in 1986 in Rockford, Illinois, a test game that drew 1,500 fans. Another test game in 1987 at the Rosemont Horizon in Illinois sold investors and opened the door for arena football. 1988, Detroit and Chicago played in the first Arena Bowl championship. Last week, Arizona and Albany. Ford lead changes in the final 93 seconds, only in arena football. And welcome to the America West Arena. It opened its doors just a year ago, and tonight it will play host to the 50-yard indoor war. Tampa Bay taking on Arizona. Hello, everyone. I'm Craig Bowler-Jack. Welcome to the first of 6 arena games here on ESPN. This league has 2 divisions. Orlando on top in the National Conference. Tampa Bay just a half a game back. In the American Conference, it's Detroit on top. The Drive undefeated at 5-0. Arizona at 2-2. Alongside tonight is Rick Walker, a 9-year veteran of the National Football League, one of the original Hogs. 1982 Super Bowl champion Washington Redskins. And Rick, this game is built around offense, around passing, and that equals excitement.
It really does. If it's excitement you like, you'll love arena football. Guys going both ways. Iron Man football is truly what it's all about. Let's go back to last week. Tampa Bay beat Charlotte 52-19. That interception by Bobby Bird was one of 5 interceptions on the day, 2 resulting in scores. On the other hand, Arizona and Albany were down to the final 9 seconds when Rattler quarterback Paul Justin found Hunky Cooper in the end zone to give Danny White's Arizona Rattlers a 54-50 win. Big fella, I just hope tonight is an example of what happened last week. We need that action.
And you're looking live at the America West Arena. Arden Krzyzewski ready to kick it away for Tampa Bay. And back to receive, Hunky Cooper. He wears number 14 for the Arizona Rattlers. The Nets are alive. The ball takes a high bounce, and Cooper downed at the goal line. The starting quarterback for the Rattlers, there he is, Paul Justin, has completed 57% of his passes, 920 yards, 11 touchdowns to 4 interceptions. The Arizona offense, Hurd, Cooper, and Tillman, a good trio of receivers, and in the backfield, Craig Barr, they call him Thor. He is a tough runner up front, Wise, Boss, and Bankhead. 1st and 10 for Justin at the 5-yard line. Mitchell in motion. The quick flip to Stump Mitchell. And Stump Mitchell, Rick, well known around the National Football League. Darren Kinney, Dietrich Wise, and Ralph Jarvis will start up front for Tampa Bay. Bowden, a very good linebacker. Dowden, one of the DBs, along with Perkins and Eddie Brown. But back to Stump, Rick. What a career with St. Louis and the Phoenix Cardinals.
He's an exciting player. That was a quick screen. You want to get the ball in the hands of a receiver that can make things happen. That was a prime example.
First down for Arizona. Justin with a completion to Cooper. And he battles down near the 25-yard line. Knocked down by Perkins with some help from number 89, Andre Bowden. You notice Justin, Rick, has a cast, a soft cast on his left wrist. Broke it a couple of weeks ago against Charlotte. Didn't affect him much last week. He had 294 yards through the air.
He's a tough player. That's one thing Danny White mentioned. This guy has guts.
Second down, 2. Barr. Nice tackle. Pulled down by Eddie Brown. Now, the rules of the game, a little different than traditional football. A 50-yard field, Rick, 26 yards wide, 8 players per side. And what makes this game so exciting? The goal nets are playable.
That is definitely. Now we go to scoring, which is somewhat most as traditional football. Touchdown is 6 points. Point after, 1 point for a place kick, 2 points for a drop kick, 2 points for a successful run or a pass. Field goals, 3 points. A drop kick is 4, and a safety is 2 points.
And in this league, there is no punting. In motion, Cooper. He takes the pass, and he's ridden down at the 17-yard line by Perkins, and flags come down.
Good face mask on that, Craig. It's like Bowden came in and got an unnecessary call because the receiver was going down.
Hunky Cooper, a couple of touchdowns last week against Albany. He's out of UNLV.
What I like with Cooper right now is the fact that the motion is allowing him to create more separation. He's flying downfield and getting open. Take another look. Right now, Cooper, you get the ball in his hands. Right now, you got a positive gain, about 8 yards. There's the infraction, face mask, and that is ugly. That's one thing, Greg, you hate to have happen. A guy grab that face mask.
A 3-yard penalty marked off against Tampa Bay. First down at the 15-yard line. Cooper again in motion. Justin with the pump. Pressure's on. He's wrapped up, thrown away. And the pass incomplete.
That time he had a combination route, Craig, and he tried to get to Cooper on the flat or either flatten up, but that was good defense on the side of Tampa. Let's take another look at it. Justin comes back. You see he's eyeballing to his right, gives a pump fake, which is probably a wrinkle out and up, but the guy just doesn't get open. And you can only give a quarterback so much time. There he makes a pretty good effort to get away from it. Kenny applying the pressure for Tampa Bay.
Darren Kenny, 6'5", 265, 23 years of age. It's second down for Arizona. Barr, the fullback. Justin, the double pump, collision down near the 7-yard line, and a flag comes down. Cooper got tangled up with Tracy Perkins.
I think the guys in black are going to get another one. Let's take a quick look. Justin again drops back, continues to look right. They want to get a wrinkle there. Cooper does the spin. You can't do that. Clear infraction. Going to move the chains one way or another.
Look at the penalties, Rick. Holding will cost you 8 yards. Offsides, encroachment 3. Illegal motion 3. Clipping 8 yards. Roughing the passer. They try to protect the quarterback in this game. 8 yards, and yes, an automatic first.
Well, that time again, Curtis Perkins comes up, and you got a short distance, but you don't want to get contact, especially after that neutral zone. You want to go in and let the ball happen. I guess he kind of got tricked a little bit on the maneuver.
Tampa Bay, the #1 defense in the Arena Football League, being tested right now. Barr up the middle, takes on 4 white jerseys and rumbles down near the 2-yard line. His nickname Thorn. Look at the golden locks coming out of the helmet of Craig Barr.
He's really the kind of guy, you need a spirited guy, a guy that gets you going in the locker room. He's also a tough football player. Danny White likes what he brings to this, and he can get the tough yard. Danny
White, the head coach and general manager of Arizona, former Cowboy, former ASU quarterback. That's quite a shirt he's wearing tonight.
It really is. You know, he's not a real flashy guy, but he wants this victory in the worst way.
Second down from the 3-yard line. Barr lowers that gold helmet, and he's stacked up at the 2. Barr out of Idaho State. Had 2 touchdowns last week. He's tough inside that 5.
It really is. You might be wondering, folks, why don't they go to the air? It's very difficult to throw when you get inside the 5-yard line. The boundaries become an additional defender. Teams that can run have a distinct advantage in this league.
Passing does dominate, but to win, you have to run.
No doubt about that. I think Danny White made a very good point to us in the pregame.
Third down at 2. Cooper in motion. The pitch, the pass. Touchdown, Arizona! Roy Hurd. with his 4th touchdown reception of the season. A little trickery by Danny White. He told us that he's kind of coming out of his conservative mode, and that play right there proves it.
Definitely was. Let's take another look. Here you have a fake on the run. He comes up, option pass. This play works a lot. He's really close there, almost on the orange, which would have brought it back. Good football play.
Luis Zendejas will kick the point after. Up and good. Arizona, the Rattlers have struck first. 8:41 to play in the first, and they lead it by 7. ESPN's presentation of Arena Football is brought to you by Rydell, the official helmet and protective equipment supplier of the Arena Football League. And by Little Caesars Pizza. 2 great pizzas, 1 low price. And back at the America West Arena, Craig Bowler-Jack along with Rick Doc Walker. And Arizona, the Rattlers on top. Cooper to Hurd from 2 yards out, giving Arizona a 7-0 lead. 8:41 to play in the first quarter. Zendejas with a high kick, floats it out of bounds, and it will be placed at the 20-yard line.
That's the worst thing that can happen to you on the kickoff. I mean, it really takes away your advantage, puts you out on the 20-yard line, and that's not the way they coach it.
Jay Gruden, the quarterback for the Storm, 57% completion, 719 yards, 11 touchdowns, and 6 interceptions. Stevie Thomas, he's the go-to guy at 1 receiver. Eddie Brown, Jeff Mays, Andre Bowden. He is a good runner indeed. Kenny Wise and Jarvis will be up front for Gruden. Stevie Thomas in motion on first down. Stands up in that pocket, fires downfield, and Thomas takes a hit in the wall. They'll mark it at the 9-yard line.
Stevie Thomas
out of Bethune-Cookman, 200-pounder, and he likes to roam out of the backfield.
Key to this play, once again, is the motion. Thomas gets a chance to attack the line of scrimmage, takes it up, gives a little wrinkle, comes out. Good catch, keeps the feet in. Excellent football.
Made a head fake on Brian Covington. There's a look at Stevie Thomas. 25 years of age. First and goal for the Storm. Gruden. Picked off. Covington. His 3rd pick of the season. And Gruden picked off for the 7th time.
Brian Covington, 3rd on this team in tackles. He showed you can also catch the football. Good hands. A defensive back has got to make that kind of play. Offense was moving. That is a mistake. And it looks like that Gruden is on a downward trend. Last week had a few more mistakes offensively. They're going to have to get that worked out.
Justin had a big first series, 3 out of 4 for 28 yards. Hunky Cooper finished things off with that touchdown toss to Hurd. And Cooper battles inside the 15 down to the 12-yard line. It will be 2nd down and 3.
Right, draw 34 10.
Let's go inside that Arizona huddle.
Listen up. This will be on set. Right, draw 34 trap. On set, ready?
Looking for a draw trap on 2nd down.
They've been a real aggressive so far.
Up the middle. Javiello, number 44, 219 pounds. He got a nice first step off the ball and a first down.
Javiello had real good forward lean. You want to see a back in that position be able to go north-south. That was a good, solid inside running game.
Andy Coviello, 22 years of age, played his college ball at San Diego State.
Rocket, screen, right to the fullback.
Quite a combination at the fullback spot. Craig Barr.
Left, screen left to the fullback. On set, ready?
Listen in again on Paul Justin. Cooper in the slot. Justin will run. He's got room at the 25. Cuts it back up at the 20 and takes a hit at the 19-yard line. Good tackle there by Darren Willis, number 1 for Tampa Bay.
I doubt seriously if that was a design play, meaning that your quarterback's in the cast. Let's take another look at it. Center of your screen, Justin drops back. Nothing's open. He floats out, but you can tell he's still kind of looking. All of a sudden, he decides to go. Here's a guy with a cast showing a lot of guts, good cutback move, gets the hard yard. You like it when a quarterback goes north-south.
Danny White, you're right. Had to sit there and take a gulp or two. Boy, is this sport big in Phoenix? You think the Suns are big? The Rattlers. A sellout tonight here at the America West Arena. Thrown behind Cooper, incomplete at the 16-yard line.
Really shows he's human. This is his first bad pass of the day so far. The guy was rolling.
Hunky Cooper, 5'9", 195 out of UNLV.
What I like right now is the aggression on the side of the Rattlers. You know, Danny White told us that he feels that he's got to get more involved, open things up a little bit. You can tell that this is a team that wants to impress the home crowd and wants to go after Tampa Bay.
I liked his comment. He said, you know, after playing with Tom Landry all those years, he's had to deprogram himself. The Cowboy system. Justin with the call, second down, fires downfield off the chest of Stump Mitchell. Stump stumbled a bit, looked up, and the ball hit him.
He definitely did. That time the turf got the best of Stump. And sometimes that can happen. Let's take another look again. Center of your screen, Justin drops back. Nice and tall, takes a good look under some pressure, doesn't panic. Stump kind of tripped going out. Ball got it on top of him. Folks, that can happen to the best of them.
Stump Mitchell. Nearly
turf monster.
You know, Stump, nearly 12,000 yards, career yardage with the Cardinals of St. Louis and Phoenix.
Tough as nails.
Third down. Cooper out of the backfield. Flags are down. Free play for Justin. Fires it, nearly picked off. And the flag at the 17-yard line. David Smith.
Illegal formation. Tight end did not declare. Arizona.
Offensive mistake on that side again. Danny White, these are the little things you go over
Illegal
and over
formation.
trying to get
Arizona,
things together offensively all week.
Fourth down.
Guys come out and don't line up either outside of the box or get into the proper framework, and it slows you down. In this particular case, the tight end must declare himself. Identify with the official before the play. If it doesn't happen, it brings you back. Still, I thought it was a bad decision by Justice as well. We thought it was a free play on the side of the Rattlers. If that's the case, go deep.
Fourth down 10. No punting in this game. Coviello, the lone back. Justin downfield, throws it into the stands, incomplete. And Tampa Bay will come back on offense. 3:34 to play in the first quarter. Arizona on top of Tampa Bay by 7.
I know how we can go down in history.
Two brothers. And now Tampa Bay back on offense. 15,505 inside the America West Arena. On the run. Smith tackled down. They may have lost a yard. Defensively for the Rattlers of Arizona. Doc Wise, Chris Boss, and Bankhead up front. Hurd, a linebacker. Covington, Rivers, and Tillman, the defensive backs. Gruden, the pass caught by Bird. Tries to slip out of a tackle, but Bird wouldn't let him loose, and they'll mark it down at the 23-yard line.
Now, we know Jay's taking a little criticism, been under some pressure, not feeling 100%. He comes out here, and he threads the needle. That's a good throw and catch.
Gruden's got some sore ribs. He's got a sore knee and a sore wrist.
It's amazing these quarterbacks are banged up more than the interior linemen in this game.
Got a flak jacket on tonight as well. Play action pass didn't fool Arizona. Incomplete, the call down near the 15-yard line. Good effort, though, by number 57 of Tampa Bay. That's Keith Browner playing that tight end spot. And does the Browner name ring a bell?
It really does. And boy, Ross, Jimmy, that's a great family, great tradition. I had a chance to play with Ross and Jim super people. That was a good effort also on the part of John Bankhead. Bankhead is a real stud. First downs really tells the story right there. 6-1.
Arden Krzyzewski will kick it from the 20. A little stutter step. That ball floats up and through the uprights. And Krzyzewski connects. The Storm on the board. Arizona on top, 7-3. Minute 30 to play in the first quarter. Tampa Bay on the board thanks to a 38-yard field goal by Arden Krzyzewski. He is now 3 of 10 on the season. There's some Rattler fans. You know, some disappointment around the Phoenix area. This building's been hopping the last 3 or 4 days. Michael Jordan of the Bulls come in here, take 2 from Barkley and the Suns.
It doesn't put a damper on tonight because these fans have been consistent. They've been here every night of action.
Off the net, Cooper. Every time he touches the football, he's got the potential for 6, and he's wrapped up at the 15-yard line.
Boy, he's scary. Last week, 10 returns, 236 yards.
Injured player along the far boards. You can't really say sidelines in this game. You got about 6 or 8 inches, and then you've got 4 inches of heavily dense padded foam, and you hit that, you're still going to feel it.
Let's take another look at that. Maybe we can see that. Kind of looks like these legs get caught up. The toughest part in football on any level is special teams. You go in, hard bodies get involved, and that'll cost you some time.
John Bankhead. See, the last play scoring drive took 2 minutes, 3 seconds off the clock, and the field goal from 38 yards by Krzyzewski. Clock running, 1:05 to play in the first quarter. The pitch goes to Coviello.
That time, Coviello pretty much accepted the hit. You want to see a running back lower his shoulder and initiate the contact.
55 seconds to play in the opening quarter. 7-3, Arizona on top of Tampa Bay. Steve Stutzman lines up near side. In the slot is Cooper. Justin, the quick drop, and he underthrows number 80, Cedric Tillman. Well, the Yankees are battling for first place in the AL East, led by Wade Boggs and a productive lineup of part-time players that are filling in for injured players. Jim Leyritz has been a pleasant surprise for the Yankees, filling in for Don Mattingly at first base, and Greg Vaughn, who is among the American League leaders in home runs, powers the Brewers. You'll see it exclusively on ESPN Sunday Night Baseball. The Yankees and the Brewers, 8 o'clock Eastern, 5 Pacific.
Yeah, it's around the 1 second.
Well, that's another thing that can drive a coach crazy.
He can. We just got to get the protection. I'm going to go from gun.
Again, we'll talk about this over and over with these little things that happen.
Here's what I want to do. I want to go left and go right opposite, okay? 54 hook wide post. If you don't have the post, that backside guy should be open, okay? Just look to the post. Try to get the post. Let's
throw it up.
Unless the guy just flies out of there. If he does, you know,
so we go right opposite?
Right opposite. 54 hook.
So you want a wing?
Post. No, he's
wing?
a wide. Cedric, a wide. 54 hook, wide post.
Okay, we're in right, you know. Right opposite, 54 hook, wide post. You want him in back? One back?
Paul Justin having a conversation with his head coach, Danny White. Both played their college ball at Arizona State, communicating there.
What he's trying to set up right now is an underneath with the hook routes and try to get the wide receiver to go deep and create the bomb. And if he's not there, he wants him to look backside because he could get a big one.
5 seconds on the first quarter clock. High snap. Justin looking downfield.
He had the backside.
In trouble, and he throws it over the heads of Coviello. And the first quarter horn sounds. Arizona on top here at the America West Arena, leading Tampa Bay 7-3. We'll be back. ESPN's presentation of Arena Football is brought to you by Advil and tablets or caplets. Advil, advanced medicine for pain. And by Smooth Bush Beer, an easy drinking Bush Light. Second quarter begins. Arizona on top of Tampa Bay 7-3. And right now, Arizona looking to kick Craig Barr back at the 10-yard line.
Come on, Brady, catch it!
Gets at the 2. Eddie Brown tackled at the 8-yard line.
Well, we knew that Danny White really, he liked Thor. Didn't know he was going to have this guy doing everything from kicking off, punting, running the ball, and catching passes as well.
You know, we saw Zendejas kick, and he kicked it short and out of bounds. He may have pulled something. We'll check on that. Surprising to see Barr there.
Well, if he did, it was a plus of 11 yards, so it was a good coaching call.
No punting in arena football. Back on offense, Jay Gruden and the Tampa Bay Storm. They trail 7-3. Thomas in motion. He's the guy he wants to go to. Makes the catch at the 15. Driven back. But Mark Thomas, Rick, at the 15-yard line.
Again, I like the play. It's a great concept. You go in motion, take another look at it. Gruden comes right back, throws. Thomas, what you don't see is the fact that he was in motion. It's just no way you can get that close to a guy. Let's take another look. The motion is what makes this, because it's hard to gauge that as a defensive back as to how close you can get. There he stops, ball's a little late, but he gets there in his positive game.
Stevie Thomas, 15 catches, 233 yards, 15.5 yards a clip, and the 7 touchdowns. Covington going off the field. Steve Roundtree, number 4, replaces him. Let's take a break. 14-16 to play in the half. And Arizona leading Tampa Bay 7-3.
What is
Craig Bowler-Jack and Rick Doc Walker back at the America West Arena. The 50-yard indoor war continues. Arizona on top of Tampa Bay 7-3. The Storm with the football. Gruden on the drop. Heavy pressure. Lobs one up for grabs, and it will fall incomplete. Stevie Thomas tried to peel back, but it falls incomplete at the 10-yard line.
Yeah, he really did. That's one that you can really credit Doc Wise for saving a touchdown. Let's take another look at it again. Gruden goes back. What they have down at the bottom is a pump and go, but he gets under pressure. He just threw that one up for grabs. No chance for that whatsoever, but give that defensive line some credit. Craig Barr in linebacker position really made the difference.
Jay Gruden, the quarterback from Louisville, 26 years of age, 6'1", 211. Third down. And flags are down. In the backfield, Rick, was Arnold Campbell, number 77. 3 yards marked off against the Storm. Back to the 12-yard line. Just got word that Luis Zendejas did, in fact, pull a quad muscle. He'll be reevaluated at halftime. So that's the reason Barr tried that field goal. Downfield, Stevie Thomas, up he goes. Takes a hit from behind, incomplete. There's a look at Zendejas with his pads off.
On that last play, once again, you got to give credit to Thor. He came in, applying great pressure. Stevie Thomas was open. That would have been a first down.
The head coach of Tampa Bay, Larry Kaharich. Krzyzewski with the field goal try. Banged it off the post, and Cooper kicks it out of bounds. Touchback, Arizona. Will be on the offensive side when we come back. 12:39 to play in the half. Arizona by 4. Paul Justin with the call. They start up at the 5-yard line. Arizona on top of Tampa Bay 7-3. Cooper streaking downfield. Ball knocked down at the line by number 89 for Tampa Bay, Jeff Mays out of Vanderbilt.
At time, Mays was able to get that ball up. And what they wanted to do was go right up the middle to Cooper. There you see a little pump fake. Once again, Mays almost caught the football. That would have been a great catch.
25 years out of Vanderbilt. 6-footer, 220 pounds already with a couple of picks this year. Almost made number 3. Second down 10 for Arizona. Stuntsman breaks a tackle, and he's pulled down behind the 5 at the 3-yard line. They'll lose a couple on that play. Surprise call, Rick?
Well, no, not really. For Danny White, I think it's a good call. He's got to keep this thing loose. Here he tries that fake pitch, going a little outside reverse, and boy, was that a great move right there to get out of the end zone and still try to get back and get a little positive yardage. Sometimes plays like that set up things later on that help you.
A loss of 2, back to the 3-yard line. 3rd down and 12. That was a good read as well by number 98, Ralph Jarvis. You look at Justin's numbers, 4 out of 12. He got off to a hot start and has cooled off here in the last 5 minutes. Diving catch. Hunky Cooper, first down at the 16-yard line. Justin that time set up, and he waited, Rick.
He really did. You know, you want your best players to make plays. Let's take a look at this. Justice again drops back, looks straight down the field, then he kind of looks off. Sometimes that look off can help. That's just a great catch. That's want to. He gets in, extends his body. Cooper there, 5'9", 195 pounds, out of UNLV.
All-America punt returner his senior year. Hunky Cooper's numbers, 4 receptions, 39 yards. He pulled down 95 yards and a couple of touchdowns last week. The screen play, and here he came, big Ralph Jarvis, 6'5", 270, and he got up there. Well, tomorrow, NASCAR on ESPN, the Champion Spark Plug 500, live from Pocono International Raceway. You'll see it on ESPN, 12:30 Eastern. The NASCAR Champion Spark Plug 500. Or he could pass that up to us.
No doubt about it. Here's the little guys, man. That's what it's all about. Good family fun, good football. Hot night.
Play clock coming down to 5-4. Now Arizona will call time. 25-second play clock, Rick, in this league, and it forces tempo of this game.
Really does. I like it a lot because, you know, once again, it keeps you on your toes. Now, if I was out having to go both ways right now as a player, I'd have to have an oxygen tank on the sideline. But then again, I couldn't get to the sidelines. No, it's really unique, and it's action. You look here, 15,000 plus. Everybody's really into it. Good football game.
Larry Kuharich, Tampa Bay Storm coach, in his second full year, 13-3 overall.
Really comes from a great football family. Father coach at Notre Dame, brother in pro football. New Orleans, you know, that helped because we had a chance to spend time with him, and this guy is very organized, knows every second of every detail of his football team, and it's no accident they're winning.
Second time, too, Rick, that Arizona has called time because of the play clock. Remember, late in the first quarter, Justin went over to talk to Danny White. They had 1 second left. This time, they got it down to 3 and another timeout.
Yeah, you don't want it, but sometimes it happens. It's one of those little things, and no one would know better than Danny, old quarterback.
9:55 to play in the half. Arizona leading Tampa Bay 7-3. Second down and 10 from the 16. Justin, the stuntsman, flags down. Eddie Brown with the hit on Stutzman at the 24-yard line.
Stutzman is a good target at 6'4", 225 pounds, but I think he's going to bring that one back.
Number 14, Arizona.
Pass interference called against Hunky Cooper, number 14. A loss of down, Rick, and a 3-yard penalty.
Tell you what happened on this time. It looked like it was a pick. At first, I thought they would have come back around with a run. I think he kind of got caught up right here, makes the hit, and you can't do that, especially in a passing situation. I think he got kind of confused on the play.
Takes the ball back inside the 12-yard line. Look at the passing yards. Arizona 51, Tampa Bay with 35. Just under 10 minutes to play in the first half.
You're Danny White. You're tickled to death. You come in against the Storm. They have great respect for the Storm with the #1 rated defense in this league, and they're more than holding their own.
Both teams coming off 2-game win streaks. Justin from the shotgun steps up in that pocket, fires downfield, and near the first down marker is number 85, and that's Stutzman.
I think he got it. I think he got a poor mark because I think he picked that up.
No, you said Stutzman is a good target. 6'4", 220 out of Baylor.
Well, it's unusual when you get a guy with that kind of frame, and you're just post-up basketball is basically what it is. It just drops back, kind of gets back up in the pocket. That buys you time. That's tough on defensive backs. He just didn't get the yardage, though. 4th down, and Justin tucks it, and he picks up the first down. Boy, cast on that left wrist and all. He says, I'm going for it, and he picks up the first for Arizona. And that's one thing that Stutzman, you want to go back to that. Receivers, you want to get the proper yardage. That's one thing you coach from day one. Get to the flag, get to the corners, make things happen so you don't have to put your quarterback in that position. Once again, classic quarterback sneak, and he kind of lowers that shoulder. That's all the credit up front. Bars those guys, Doc Wise, give him a little room, pick up the first down.
Play clock running down to 10, 9. Justin to Barr, off the left side, down to the 20-yard line. He'll pick up 3. You know what? It's easy picking up a yard behind Doc Wise. 6'2", 270.
Really, again, look at the first down situation. Arizona is dominating this football game right now in a controlled fashion. Danny mentioned that would be important. They don't run a lot in this league, but those that can tend to win.
David Smith has checked in for Tampa Bay. Now goes Andre Bowden. Hunky Cooper streaking. Got him. A stop and go. Cooper, touchdown.
Number 14,
Once again, it goes back to the little things. Let's take a look. Justin goes back. It's that fake. They've run a number of curls, and all of a sudden you go curl and go, and he gets way ahead of the defender. Easy touchdown. And boy, you can tell he had an attitude with that. I like guys that hit that pay dirt with an attitude.
3rd touchdown reception for Hunky Cooper. Remember, he tossed one to Hurd for the first score for Arizona. And the extra point to come. Justin with his 12th touchdown toss.
Last week with 9 seconds to go, I mean, he had the biggest one of his career to enable them to pull out a victory. So today he just picked up where he left off last week, and good execution.
Play clock coming down to 2, 1, and they just get it off. Barr skips in.
Got it. He got it.
And with the injury to Zendejas, Arizona chooses to go for the 2-point conversion.
Well, you definitely didn't want Thor to have to kick, so you give him the ball and tell him to go in. Let's take a look. Now, this is just sheer guts right here, folks. Here's a guy on a play-action fake, comes in there, lowers those shoulders, kind of leans in, and he gets it. You know, that's what you want in the back. Get the hard yard.
Arizona treating the sellout crowd to a 15-3 lead. One more time, Justin, and look at Cooper reach and pull it down for 6.
Well, you've got to do that at home, and boy, he slammed that ball up against the pad. I didn't know if it was a cannon or the ball going up against the pad.
He let the air out of that football.
Yeah, he really did. Got to be excited to play the game.
Look at the scoring drive. 9 plays, 45 yards, nearly 5 minutes off the clock. And Cooper pulls down the 20-yard pass from Justin. Interesting that Danny White told us, he goes, I like those 5-6-minute drives. We can do this. This team can knock 5, 6, 7 minutes off the clock if need be.
Well, he was second-guessing himself early on because a lot of folks thought he was too conservative. Well, that toolage starting to pay off for him right now because it builds inner toughness.
A bar. Good kick. Eddie Brown. You hear those pads pop. He's marked down to the 16-yard line. Chris Boss, number 74, made the stop. And right now, Rick, with 6:38 on the second quarter clock, big series for Tampa Bay.
Well, it really is. They've got to make something happen, and in order to do that, you got to get your big-time players involved. And look to see right now if number 20 doesn't become more a part of this offense. See, Larry's kind of fired up over there. I like Larry. Hey, coach, make it happen.
Having some words with Darren Willa. Stevie Thomas. Touchdown on the first play from scrimmage.
They're listening to us. You got to go to your money players. This is the guy that got him there offensively. Stevie Thomas. Well, that's discipline right there. Sometimes a guy could have been as simple as just on not picking up a passing deal. He's got to get his guys into this football game. Here you watch Thomas goes down on an up, real good seam up, and right there, that's just flat out speed. Defensive back kind of gives up at the end. You hate to see that. Like to see a DP lay out and try to get that football. Good play. By a good player.
Boy, Tampa Bay fired up. Krzyzewski up and good. And just like that, the storm is stirring. They were down 15-3. They've cut it down to 5. Larry Eric. Wow.
Well, Kaharick is the kind of guy that is going to let you know how he feels. You don't see that as often. Some coaches try to wait until halftime. It's 5:45 to go into half. He decided it had to be done right now. Then you get a score, and all of a sudden the players get a fire under them.
Well, that Gruden-Stevie Thomas combination, well, they hooked up a lot last year.
26 touchdowns.
They'll mark it down and make plans next week. Arena football here on ESPN. The Orlando Predators taking on the Storm of Tampa Bay. You will see it Saturday, midnight Eastern, only on ESPN. And the kick. Floats out of bounds. No return for Cooper. Well, Jay Gruden, Rick with his 12th touchdown toss. Stevie Thomas, his 8th reception, a 34-yard pass. And right now, Stevie Thomas all by himself in the Arena Football League as the #1 scorer in this league.
No, he really is, and that's what I tried to allude to before the play, is that you've got to go to guys who brought you here, and you go to Thomas, you get your team going. Now, Kaharick didn't need much to get his squad going on the sideline with that tirade. Let's see what it does to him now defensively.
Ball Justin. He flips it. Far side to Cooper. He skids his way up near the 25. They'll mark it at the 23-yard line.
What you want to do against the defense when you think they're fired up is come back and just take your time. Control the clock. Take 5 yards here or there. Hit the out route and just be consistent. Don't panic.
You know what's interesting about this league? It runs from May to August. You say, what do the players do on the offseason? Well, right there, Cooper is a security guard at the Gold Coast Hotel in Las Vegas. That's what he does on the offseason. Justin. Tipped away. Nice defense by Eddie Brown. Got position. Up on Roy Hurd, number 8.
Eddie's a good DB, and he owed him one. He definitely did. Came back that time, got a hand in. That was clearly the difference on that play. Let's take another look at it again. Talk a lot about offense in this league, but here's a defensive back who's tired of getting picked on. He comes in there, gets his hand in, breaks it up. That's the way you coach it.
Clock running, 4:15 to play in the half.
Here we go.
3rd down for Arizona. In the shotgun, Justin. Looking for Cooper. Slides out of bounds at the 19-yard line. Well, right now it's the Cooper-Justin show.
It really is. That time, Hucky came out, and once a guy sets you up by running stop and goes, curls and hitches, you get tentative defensively. So you're going to be able to take those at will until they come up and pressure you.
Clock running, 3:29 to play in the half. Quick pass, a slant to Cooper. Takes a couple of hits from Perkins and Willis, but a first down at the 9-yard line.
Watch it once again. Now, this is just pitch and catch right now. You go out, hit the quick slant, try to get in the seam to see if you can break it.
First down at 10. I think that first and goal from the 9-yard line. 3 minutes to play. In the first half, Arizona leading Tampa Bay 15-10.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Get him, get there, get there.
Justin, 5-yard drop, and he spots Cooper, and a flag goes with it, Rick, at the 3-yard line. On his back, Perkins, number 5.
Oh, yeah, that's like throwing darts right there. I mean, the guy's on his back. He puts it right on the numbers, puts the body between himself and the defender. And again, this is a passing clinic right now. Not real fancy, but just methodically going down the field. It's kind of frustrating, too, if you're on defense, because, you know, next you'll end up making a mistake, and it's tough to throw down there.
Half the distance to the goal and an automatic first down.
Pass interference, number 5, Tampa Bay, declined.
Take another look
First
here. He's
down.
under some pressure. Give the offensive line some credit. They're keeping things going. That's just good football all the way. You can't really spite anyone on that. You know, he's there, just not there quick enough. Storm not used to this, Craig.
Here we go. Right, wing loop, toss. 47 fullback lead. On one, ready?
You heard the fullback lead. It's tough to push it in from this spot, from the 3-yard line. Stump Mitchell.
Touchdown! Acceleration right there. Boy, that was acceleration.
Flag down at the 4-yard line. You talk about a back hitting a hole.
Kevin Thomas, the offensive lineman, was getting up kind of slow. As no hog, I can tell you, if you get caught holding, usually you're the last guy to get up.
We have face mask defense, Tampa Bay. We have holding, number 69, Arizona. It's an 8-and-3 situation. We'll penalize the 8-yard penalty.
You would never know Stump Mitchell has over 12,000 yards on those legs on that play.
No, you wouldn't. I, unfortunately, had to have most of those go against us, so I saw him do a lot of it, but that's just strict desire. You know, you're here once again at home. You go through football season, when you're not successful at home, it hurts. Take another look, see if we can find the hole. Nice little, they call it fullback lead, 69. You can watch out, see him pull. That's kind of like a little takedown. Sometimes you just got to let the back go with it. You know, that's tough. You got pride. You're an offensive lineman. You want to get that block, but you hurt the team.
They mark off 8 yards, first down at the 12 for Arizona. Justin, Cooper, touchdown! But another flag at the 2-yard line.
Holding, number 5, Tampa Bay, decline, touchdown.
6 points for the Rattlers.
Take another look at it. It just looks like we're going back showing old replays. Cooper this time makes some good maneuvers to work himself open, kind of lays out, protects the football, touchdown. Right now in the secondary, I know Coach K of the Tampa Bay Storm is really going to read the riot act on this one. A lot of confusion there. You got 2 guys too close in the same area. Nobody reacts to the football but Cooper.
And the second time that the Justin Cooper combo have teamed up tonight for touchdowns. Last time, the Rattlers went for 2. Luis Zendejas out with a leg injury. Justin will fire into the end zone. Stump Mitchell, and incomplete. Good call. He hit the back of Darren Willis, and Stump Mitchell did a nice job kind of corralling that football.
Well, you got to do that. I mean, part of being a good football player is being an actor. Here, this is one. Quarterback has to take the onus on this one because he was open. That's just a situation. You're not going to have them all perfect, but Justin, he will kick himself when he goes in the film study room on Monday on that play.
Well, Rick, we're happy to have in the booth tonight Brian Colangelo with the Arizona Rattlers. And Brian, it's interesting, the Phoenix Suns, this building has been very busy the last couple of days. Great to see 15-505 in this place tonight.
Well, with the NBA Finals, you know, we're excited, and we've got a lot of things going on, not to mention the figure skating championships that we're here, and martial arts. I mean, we've got everything going on all at the same time, but it's tough on the staff, but we're happy to have it in operation.
Brian, this building opened, what, a year ago next week, I believe. How have you seen, though, this league, this team grow in the sense of arena football? It's just taken off.
Well, I think in the first year, Danny White learned quite a bit, and you can see some more points being put on the board this year by our team. We're moving the ball downfield, and I think Danny's doing a fine job. All right, Brian Colangelo, thank you very much. Good to see you. In Arizona, you got to be happy, by the way. The Rattlers on top, 21-10. A minute 40 to play in this first half. And Barr with another kick to Stevie Thomas at the 4-yard line. Thomas up the middle, and he's tackled at midfield at the 25.
Scoring drive, 6 plays, 30 yards. Time elapsed 3 minutes and 55 seconds. That Cooper touchdown pass from Justice. And again, he had that PAT. When he looks back at that, and that 2-point conversion was there. But Arizona right now has a real spirit about it. They're not playing tentatively. These guys, they've come out with a mission, and so far, looks pretty good. Oh, Larry didn't look good on the sidelines.
A lot of time on that clock. Gruden downfield, touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mays pulls it in. 2 passes, 2 touchdowns for Jay Gruden. Explosive.
It really is, and it just breaks your back defensively. Let's take another look at it. What I like about this was the look-off. Quarterbacks have got to learn, when you give that look-off, really throws the defense off, gives him 1 step, good catch, touchdown. No spike, kind of bobble after it. Once you cross that plane, it counts.
Extra point to come, and right down the middle. Arena football. They can strike in a hurry. And what a pass. Gruden led Mays, and he hit him right on the numbers.
Mays is a big guy, too. 6 feet, 220 pounds, and skirted across that middle. See if we can get a smile off Coach. Not yet. This guy's still intent. Game face is what we call it.
21-17, kind of a slow first quarter. The second 15 minutes has picked up a bit.
It has, but you want it to be slow if you're Danny White and the Rattlers. You want to keep that potent offense and storm down. You're going up against the #1 ranked defense in the league, and take a look right now. 1 play, 25 yards, 30 seconds. Not the way you draw it up if you're a defensive coordinator. We know that Coach Shell right now is fuming on the opposite side of the field. But give Mason credit. Good execution.
Okay, old hog. What do you think of this indoor game?
I love it, man. I like the action. It really is. A lot of and good football.
Boy, Hunky Cooper, that ball rattled off the post, a free football. And it's going to be Arizona football at the 4. Boy, you could hear that ball ding the steel from up here.
Well, these are the tough part. I mean, how do you coach that? You just can't coach it. So the guy's got to go sheer off his athleticism. Take a look. Ball comes down. You know, you get the old ping, as you mentioned, right about there. And he thinks he has it. Obviously doesn't. All of a sudden right now, you guaranteed his heart is pounding. Almost lost that football.
56 seconds to play in the half. 21-17 Arizona. Out of the backfield is Cooper. They set up the screen to Barr. Oh, he takes a shot at the 5-yard line. Boy, Tracy Perkins. Hey, that was a clinic hit there. Face mask on numbers, and he put him down.
That's how you coach it. And it's no accident. Once again, Perkins is 3rd on this team in tackles with 12. One thing about arena, you're going to have to come in there and hit those big backs.
Here we go. Go left, rocket, 10. On set, ready?
Left, rocket, 10.
Good to see a flood 2-receiver side on this.
Second down, Cooper. She's out the seams. Nearly broke it and pulled down at the 23-yard line by number 89, Jeff Mays.
We're talking fast break football.
The clock stops to reset the marker. First down, and the clock is underway. And Justin has no timeouts remaining. Heads up play, throws it to the turf, and that stops the clock with 9 seconds to play. Timeouts remaining. Tampa Bay, 3 fulls.
Okay. Let's go left. Let's hurry up, hurry up. Left wide back, 58X side.
Here we go. Spread left, wide back, 58X sideline. I want, ready?
Key to sideline is you want to keep the ball either in play or out of bounds. What you don't want to do is give it up right now, because especially when the club can score you in 3 seconds as they did in the last series.
3 seconds on the play clock. Justin. Tipped away by Corey Dowden, number 9. Good coverage on Roy Hurd.
Well, Dowden's really, he's their go-to guy in the secondary. Leads the team in tackles with 17. Here makes a real good play. Kind of fooled us. We thought he was going to go outside. Saw something in the middle and took a shot at it.
Corey Dowden stayed with Hurd. Dowden out of Tulane, just 24 years of age. 17 tackles, a couple of assists. And how about those 4 interceptions?
The lead.
4 seconds. Justin stands up in that pocket. Got Cooper, and incomplete. Good man-to-man coverage by Perkins.
Almost close to offensive flag on that. I thought maybe Cooper would get it.
And slow getting up is Paul Justin.
And you don't need that. He's a tough guy playing with a cast on his left arm. Sometimes that turf can kind of grab you. Looks like that right knee. Now take a look. It's going to come up quick right on your left side, folks. See, when you get sandwiched, those big guys hit you. And quarterbacks should be hit. You know what I mean?
All right, we're at halftime. The 50-yard indoor war. Arizona leading Tampa Bay 21-17. We'll be back. Football. And we're back at the America West Arena. Halftime here in Phoenix, Arizona. And the Rattlers, the home team, in front of a sellout crowd of over 15,000 on top of Tampa Bay, 21-17. Hope you're enjoying things. Craig Bowler-Jack alongside tonight with Rick Doc Walker. You know, the Arena Football League made its debut back in 1986. Let's take a look back. Let's take you back to 1986. Clancy Haynes of the Chicago Politicians with the kickoff and the return by Rockford's Carl Perkins. This league, expect anything. The drop kick by Niels Linsku. The mastermind of the indoor game, Jim Foster.
I went to an indoor soccer game, first one I'd ever seen at Madison Square Garden. It's with a colleague from the NFL, and I said to him, hey, if you can play soccer indoors, why not football?
Unpredictability in the Arena Football League. Don Stramagali of Chicago for the option touchdown. 1987, passing dominates Arena Football. Chicago Bruiser quarterback Larry Orico's pass intercepted by Terry Judkins. You need to run to win in Arena Football. This one, Eddie Phillips of the Miami Vice takes it in for 6 in front of a crowd of over 8,000. Look at the Arena Bowl champs, the Denver Dynamite back in 1987. The Drive, very dominant team. They won in 88, 89, 90. The Tampa Bay Storm snuck in 1991, and the Drive back to the top in 1992. Joe O'Hara, the president of the Arena Football League, joins me now. And Joe, you got to love the way this game has taken off. It's growing year by year.
Well, we've had a great season so far this year. Being back on ESPN is very good for us. And, you know, you got 15,500 here. They've sold out every game since they've opened this arena. And this is kind of a showcase for us. You know,
it's interesting because once fans come and see this game, see what you have to offer, they come back.
Well, we describe, you know, it's a lot like eating potato chips. If you get them to do it once, they'll be back. We have very few fans that have ever gone away from a Marine football game not having a good time, seeing an exciting night. So that's always the trick. Get them to come, and they'll come again.
What about the future? What about growth? What about expansion? Do you see that in the near future for the AFL?
Well, the board of directors has approved adding 2 or 4 teams for next year. We already are meeting with a number of groups around the country. I expect that we'll be announcing before the end of the summer at least 2 teams. Quite possibly we'll be looking up into Canada as part of that expansion.
All right, Joe, continue success. Thanks for coming by.
Great, thanks.
All right, Joe O'Hara, the president of the Arena Football League. We're at halftime. The Arizona Rattlers on top of the Tampa Bay Storm. The 50-yard indoor war. We'll be back. score at halftime. Arizona on top of Tampa Bay, 21-17. Craig Bolerjack along with Rick Doc Walker, formerly of the Washington Redskins. And Doc, excitement, especially in that second quarter. How about the combination, Justin, Hunky Cooper?
Well, Hunky Cooper, they picked up where they left off last week. Sound execution, real go-to guy. Here you take a look. They set things up, Craig, with a real nice pump series. Short hook and go. Here he just reaches back, makes an excellent catch for a score. And look at that toss. I'd hate to be that bad.
He let the air out of that one, and they go right back.
Comes back again. Looks like a similar play. This time he gets on the isolation, kind of leans out, makes the grab, holds on for the score.
Now you have to wonder what Arizona's thinking right now. Danny White, Justin gingerly walking off the field at halftime. We'll get a check on his ankle or knee situation, but Danny White, I'm sure he's taking a look at him right now.
He really is, especially when your quarterback comes in with a cast on his left arm. A guy who's a very, very tough quarterback, but right here it doesn't look good. But guys have a way to come back real quick when they have a lead at home.
How about the second half just about ready to start? As we look at the first half, the first down, it's hard to come by, and that's the one that really comes out and jumps at you, Rick. Arizona, 12 first downs. Tampa Bay only managed 3.
It really does. Also shows time and possession, a quickness in this game. Danny White mentioned the benefit of running the football. That's a clear example.
Turnovers, 1 for Tampa Bay. Arizona playing pretty good football.
Well, in order to beat a team like Tampa Bay, #1 ranked defense in this league, you have to play mistake-free football.
All right, halftime continues, and Arizona leading Tampa Bay 21-17. We'll come back for the third quarter after this. Third quarter just about ready to start here at the America West Arena in Phoenix, Arizona, and the hometown Arizona Rattlers leading Tampa Bay, the Storm, 21-17. You take a look, Rick, at the National Conference, and this includes tonight's games. Orlando 4-1. Tampa Bay needs a win to stay even with Orlando. Charlotte 3-2, Albany 2-3, and Miami at 1-4. In the American Conference, Detroit, the defending AFL champions. What a start. 5-0. Dallas at 2-3. Arizona, they are on a 2-game win streak at 2-2. Cleveland at 2 wins, 3 losses, and Cincinnati yet to win at 0-5.
Well, this really sets up next week's game. It's one thing that we talked to Larry about, guarding against his team, looking ahead to Orlando, which has been their nemesis, and they're going to have to find a way to come back in this football game and get set for next week, which will prove to be an outstanding football game.
Orlando at Tampa Bay. You'll see it here on ESPN 1 week from tonight. And we just saw Paul Justin warming up for Arizona. Had some time maybe to shake off a stinger on that ankle knee.
Well, it's tough. You never know. One good thing is that he got a chance to go in at halftime. Now, he still has a slight limp, but fortunately, they don't do a lot of running with him at the quarterback spot, so all he's got to be able to do is set up and hope that it's not his back leg or the leg that he throws off. If in the event something should happen, then they're going to have to go to his backup, Danny White's brother, who is a capable quarterback, a guy, Chad White, who knows the offense, and obviously Danny's very comfortable with him. He doesn't have the arm of Justin, but can definitely move the offense.
Well, baseball is beginning to hit mid-stride, and you'll see it tomorrow night exclusively on ESPN. Sunday Night Baseball, the New York Yankees just about ready to start here at the America West Arena in Phoenix, Arizona, and the hometown Arizona Rattlers leading Tampa Bay, the Storm, 21-17. You take a look, Rick, at the National Conference, and this includes tonight's games. Orlando 4-1. Tampa Bay needs a win to stay even with Orlando. Charlotte 3-2, Albany 2-3, and Miami at 1-4. In the American Conference, Detroit, the defending AFL champions. What a start. 5-0. Dallas at 2-3. Arizona, they are on a 2-game win streak at 2-2. Cleveland at 2 wins, 3 losses, and Cincinnati yet to win at 0-5.
Well, this really sets up next week's game. It's one thing that we talked to Larry about, guarding against his team, looking ahead to Orlando, which has been their nemesis, and they're going to have to find a way to come back in this football game and get set for next week, which will prove to be an outstanding football game.
Orlando at Tampa Bay. You'll see it here on ESPN 1 week from tonight. And we just saw Paul Justin warming up for Arizona. Had some time maybe to shake off a stinger on that ankle knee.
Well, it's tough. You never know. One good thing is that you got a chance to go in at halftime. Now, he still has a slight limp, but fortunately, they don't do a lot of running with him at the quarterback spot, so all he's got to be able to do is set up and hope that it's not his back leg or the leg that he throws off. If in the event something should happen, then they're going to have to go to his backup, Danny White's brother, who is a capable quarterback, a guy, Chad White, who knows the offense, and obviously Danny's very comfortable with him. He doesn't have the arm of Justin, but can definitely move the offense.
Well, baseball is beginning to hit mid-stride, and you'll see it tomorrow night exclusively on ESPN. Sunday Night Baseball, the New York Yankees and the Milwaukee Brewers live, 8 o'clock Eastern, 5 o'clock Pacific. The Yankees and Brewers tomorrow night on ESPN. And to kick the football away is the Golden Locks. Craig Barr, number 29. 21-17. Arizona leading Tampa Bay. Back to receive the kick is number 8 for the Storm, Eddie Brown. And Barr eyes it, and a line drive kick up the middle taken by Brown at the goal line. Makes a nice cut at the 5, cuts it up at the 20, and tackled down at the 21-yard line.
Well, if you coach the special teams for the Rattlers, obviously you're not happy. That's far too much yardage to give up. You get a little squib kick from Dejas is out with the full squad, so Thor's in doing the kicking right now. But still, you want to get down, start the second half off, and accomplish some things for special teams. If you're the Storm, you want to get scoring quick. Sit!
Gruden with a quick drop. Finds his target at the 20-yard line. That's number 88.
Let's take a look at Justin now. Not a happy camper. You think right now maybe he's getting his mind set for the second half. You know he understands the offense. I think the guy is really questioning right now if he can come out and get this job done physically. We'll have to wait and see.
Sit. Second down, short yardage. Andre Bouts. Well, he rumbles off that left side, and for a 6'3", 240-pound man, he's got some wheels.
He really does. And Roundtree came up, and you can't hit a guy this size. Take another look at this, folks. Left side of your screen. This guy should have the ball in the opposite hand. He doesn't. Roundtree pops off him like a ping pong ball. You got to get this guy at his ankles when you're a defensive back. Hey!
Gruden in that pocket takes a hit, and he overthrows Stevie Thomas. Forced to throw that ball about a half second before he wanted to.
Really did. It was the third time in this football game that Thor, 29, has come in and forced Gruden to make a bad call. Now, Stevie Thomas is open. Look in the middle of your screen. Kind of hops there, which you don't like if you're coaching quarterbacks. Thor gets in his hands. Let's take another look. Thomas, again, you'll watch him on the play. They've got a little X cross. He's there, but the football isn't.
Linebacker is Barr's true position, and he excelled at Idaho State.
Another good play by Barr.
He comes up and puts the helmet on Eddie Brown. Number 8 for Tampa Bay.
Take another look at this again. Brown on the toss. Got some pretty good blocking up front. You just have no idea, folks, how tough it is to go one way and stop like that. Barr has great control of his body, comes in and makes the tackle.
Hey. Third down for Tampa Bay. Mays in motion. Gruden, down he goes at the 20-yard line. The 5th time he's been put down this season.
Campbell comes in, folks. This is a coverage sack. I mean, Campbell has some pretty good pressure on the outside, but that's long enough if you're an offensive lineman. Defensive secondary did a super job, and you call that a coverage sack.
Field goal attempt by Arden Krzyzewski. The chip shot up and good. So the Storm cut the lead down to 1. Arizona 21-20. ESPN's presentation of arena football is brought to you by Foot Locker. When you're ready for gel, the newest Asics are at Foot Locker, where it all begins. Arden Krzyzewski, after that 35-yard field goal, tees it up. Monkey Cooper back to receive for Arizona. Off the bottom of that post, flags are down. Cooper runs out of a tackle at the 5, spins up near the 7, and he'll down him at the 6-yard line. But a flag at the 2-yard line.
Looks like on this one that there was an infraction on his 5-yard distance that mandatory that you give a return guy.
Interference with the protected catch area. Number 5, Tampa Bay.
Let's take another look at it. Folks, you just have to imagine how tough it might be to play this ball off a net, realizing that there's 8 guys coming at your head. He does it here, number 9. The perpetrator gets inside the illegal zone. Steele, Cooper shows some great movement, tries to get as much yardage as possible.
A 3-yard penalty marked off against Tampa Bay. And the guilty party, Corey Dowden, number 9. 21-20, Arizona leading Tampa Bay. Justin bobbled the snap. He got it outside to his wide receiver, Eddie Brown. Or check that, Roy Hurd, excuse me, and Hurd had to come back. Couldn't put the paws on it.
Yeah, he did. Hurd that time went in motion, went out to about 7-8-yard curl. Take another look, the snap. This time he's looking at it, he let it get to his body, didn't catch it with his hands. There he tries to salvage it, doesn't get it on the numbers, and you got an incompletion.
54 hook. I want, ready?
Quarterback or whatever, you got to look the ball all the way in your hands.
No, you're over there, Stutz.
7 seconds on the play clock. Down to 4. And they get it off with 2 seconds to spare. Justin fires downfield and a flag thrown into the pile. The catch is good at the 16, but a flag at the 3-yard line.
Illegal use of the hands, number 60, Tampa Bay. Hands in the face mask.
Okay, take a look, see if we can see this. Watch the bottom of the screen. See 60, the hand right up on the face, and that's one thing that you just can't get away with in this league. There's Dietrich Wise, again, the guy who has the infraction on the opposite side. Looks like a pretty good football play.
Big man, Dietrich Wise, 6'4", 270 out of Jackson State. Played a stint in the Canadian League with the BC Lions. He was that team's Rookie of the Year back in 1990.
Been one of the leaders on that defensive line. One of the reasons they're the #1 ranked defense in arena football. One thing you don't want to see happen right now is Danny White calling these plays. They fall back into a conservative trap and just run these curls. And it looks like they've lost a little of that excitement, that flair they had in the first quarter.
Here we go. Left, rocket, 12X slant out. I want, ready?
A left slant out. Called by Danny White. Fumble on the snap. Ball loose. And recovered at the 16 by Arizona. And Justin, the man to cover up.
Now let's take a look. Sometimes quarterback says to center, center says to quarterback. Looks like the ball was there. He just didn't get the hands on it. You would think now, we've been kind of hard on him. David, he is wearing a cast on his left hand. And then you kind of look, if you watch the bottom of your screen and he looks to that hand.
Listen up. Spread left,
Danny
spread
White.
left, wide back, 74. I want, ready?
Danny White told us before the game it really has not caused a problem for Justin to this point in the season. He's had it on for a couple of weeks. He broke that wrist against Charlotte. And right there he had trouble handling that snap. Downfield. Stutzman, number 85 out of Baylor, makes a catch. A first down for Arizona at the 18-yard line of Tampa Bay.
Stutzman's doing the little things. He's coming out, getting a positive 15 yards or so with the curl. That time you watch and you see Justin look the ball all the way. He looks it off. See, when you look the receiver off, it allows you to get that extra time. And you got a big body, 6'4", 225. It's just pitch and catch.
You look at Steve Stutzman out of Baylor, 23 years of age, 6'4", 225. On first down, they set up the screen to Barr, and he's tripped up by Sperduto. Got him around that ankle. Picked up maybe a yard.
We're lucky on that one. They got away with one. Like Arnold Campbell had one of the Storm defensive linemen in a lock hold.
Go left, Rocket 12.
You never held, did you?
Never.
At the tight end, you never.
Go left. Rocket 12 on set. Ready?
The Hog. One of the original.
Hogs never tell, dude.
8:37 to play. Cooper still on his feet. Battles down inside the 10. And a first down for Arizona at the 7-yard line. Boy, Cooper having a big night. Last week, he pulled down 9 catches, 95 yards, a couple of touchdowns.
Let's take a look at it. What they do is they mix things up with you. Once he runs a curl, then he comes back and runs this slant. So he kind of puts you on the island as a defensive back. That's just athleticism. Good catch, forward lean, pick up positive yardage.
No, Tracy Perkins jumped his back at the 10, and Cooper
ready?
took him all the way down 4 yards to the 6-yard line.
Those squats pay off, man.
Set, hunt.
Justin. Incomplete, nearly an acrobatic catch by Hurd. And a sidearm sling by Paul Justin.
Boy, that was a super athletic play. Take a look at this. Kind of like sidearms that old Sonny Jurgensen move out on the out flat. And there he almost comes up with the catch. Either an interception or a catch. That was nearly a highlight.
Here we go. Get in here.
Hunky Cooper, what type of nights he having? He has caught 13 of 19 completions thrown by Paul Justin. Yeah, we've still got a lot of football to play.
Yes, indeed.
Second down from the 7. Cooper fumbles the football out of bounds. He threw for 6 earlier in this game. And one of the fans comes up with that
Take a
football.
look now. This was really crafty. Watch your quarterback kind of ease it out. I think they were going back to him. See, defense on the left side holds him up. And here, Cooper's kind of look upfield. Never got full grasp of the football and almost cost Danny White in this offense some positive yardage.
Hunky Cooper, 13 receptions, 132 yards, and a touchdown. And you got to put up there, too. He threw the first one for Arizona. He hit Hurd to make it 7-0.
Raise your hand, Arnold.
That was an old Dallas play.
Run, hunt.
Third down. Heavy rush, Jarvis, and the ball falls free. Picked up by Tampa Bay. Dietrich Wise falls on it at the 21-yard line. 21-20, Arizona.
Now, really the first negative for the Arizona Rattlers. Justice, who's been playing injured. Here he goes back, waits a little bit too long. And here, Justice comes up, knocks the ball out of him. Doc Wise picks it up. And the Tampa Bay Storm are 1st and 10.
What a sight to see. Jarvis at 6'5", 270. Gruden to Browner. Had it, dropped it. He heard the footsteps of Ash, number 69 for Arizona.
That would have been a big one. I know if Ross is out watching right now, he had a play back in the old days with Cincinnati when Ross Browner was known to line up and come out and catch passes like that. Now, you know he's a good athlete. And you know Larry's out there saying, why am I throwing to big guys like that? But it was really, Coach, it was open. Look for him to come back to it later on.
Browner, what a target, though. If you hook up with him at 6'7".
I hate to have to tackle him.
Number 32 takes the ball up to the 25-yard line at midfield. David Smith. Passing attempts to this point, Rick. Arizona, 34, 173 yards. Tampa Bay only 12 with 104 yards under their belt.
Well, it comes back to defense. You scored 21-20, and it's not indicative of that stat, so you got to hold on a little longer and get more points.
Third down, 6 for Gruden. Drops back, and he hooks up with Bobby Bird. And Bird tackled down, a couple of black jerseys. Grab him around the ankles at the 12-yard line. Covington there. Number 24 for the Rattlers.
It was a very good play. They maneuvered that with the motion. You go up to the line of scrimmage, come back, and you create distance. And all you're looking for in a good passing game is voids. You try to find those lanes and toss the ball.
First down for Tampa Bay. Timing pattern. Nearly caught and pulled down by Stevie Thomas, but nice defensive effort there by number 4 for the Arizona Rattlers. That's Sean Roundtree, yeah.
Roundtree came up with a great play. You know, we've seen 4 or 5 plays very similar to this right now. Here you're in a bump and run. They have not been in a lot of bump. There he doesn't get a good hit on him. Goes up for the ball. Gets kind of lucky. Makes a good play. Sean Roundtree.
Northern Arizona.
Yeah.
Hey. Second down. Tampa Bay. Gruden. Flags. Roundtree and Stevie Thomas wrapped up high around the shoulder pads, and the flag comes down.
Well, you want to put a body on Thomas. You can't afford to let him run up the middle.
Illegal chuck, number 4, Arizona.
Second time in this football game this penalty has happened. Here Thomas gets off the ball. Almost a pick. Nice little conniving pick. Hangs on that outside shoulder. You can't do that. They'll catch you every time.
Right, 22 scoop on hike. Ready?
All right, 22 scoop. And off Smith. Oh, look at the power in those legs. Keeps them moving down to the 2-3 yard line. David Smith, 237 pounds. He's a load.
Yeah, he really is. It's been quite a surprise for him here. This is just power football. Runs right off tackle. Takes Thomas right with him, moves the pile, an additional 3 yards just on good leg drive, and 1-2.
Boy, Smith quite a find. Oh, no. Gruden with the pump. Out of the pocket, in trouble. Fires across field. Oh, what a hit into the boards. And the touchdown pulled in.
Boy, I tell you, that is a tough way to make a living. Those boards, I mean, we tried them out before the game, and I tell you what, it is tough. Here he's got a pump fake, and he looks left. Actually, he could have picked up a penalty on that because Brown was held at the line of scrimmage, almost going out of bounds. This is just a great play. Receiver touches the ball, and you're looking at that wall, and believe me, folks, that wall is ugly. Here on the opposite side, both of them going out of bounds.
And look at Gruden. He sets up on that wall and celebrates. And he ought to shake the hand of Darren Willis, who stuck those arms out and pulled it in for 6.
Z-drift on hike. Ready?
What about this league? You know you're going to hit that wall. That wall is ugly.
Tampa Bay going for 2. And Willis completes from Gruden. And the Storm, they have rallied back as he watched the 2-point conversion. Gruden to Willis. Tampa Bay on top of the Rattlers, 28-21.
I used pressure.
Craig Bowler-Jack and Rick Walker back at the America West Arena in Phoenix, Arizona. The 50-yard indoor war, and the Storm of Tampa Bay taking the lead against Arizona, 28-21. Boy, Jay Gruden, Willis, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Krzyzewski with the boot. Monkey Cooper on the corner, runs it out at the 10, 15, 20. Still on his feet, 25, and ridden down at the 24-yard line. Every time he touches the football, the potential for 6.
Well, that's what a franchise player is all about, and he's shown scoring plays on that graphic. 6 yards, 29 yards in 3 minutes and 24 seconds. Willis, Gruden, both guys ended up on the wall, but were able to come back for the conversion. Let's take a look at some power football. You know, this is a tough part of this game. You got to deal with these nets, and all of a sudden there he gets a good catch. He looks upside, clear running, and then you know you're going to get hit. But the guy still tucks onto the football and goes north-south.
And on that tackle was Willis. That's the Iron Man game. Going both ways. Stump Mitchell. Out of bounds, a flag at the 20. Oh, Danny White says Stump would get some playing time at the running back spot tonight, but he likes him as a linebacker.
He really does. Talked to Stump before the game, and Stump said the most exciting part about arena football was that he got a chance to go back to his old high school days and play linebacker. You know, he likes to hit. When you played on the return teams as long as he has, it's probably comforting to go in and lay some leather on the opponent.
3-yard penalty, Rick. The tight end did not declare.
Here we go.
Takes it back to the 21-yard line.
Right, X back.
Boy, Justin
special, quick screen to X. I want, ready?
173 yards, 19 of 34.
You're right. Guys, you got it. Raise your hand.
Hunky Cooper put an arm down, and he shoots up past the 25 to the 24-yard line. Well, balance by Cooper.
It really did. It was a quick play. Didn't look like much, but it was a whole lot if you got the ability to keep your balance, catch the ball, and go pick up some positive yards.
Second and 10 at the Tampa Bay 24.
1 minute to play, third quarter. 28-21, Tampa Bay. Justin on the run, slings it downfield, incomplete.
Who was that to? There wasn't a receiver on this side of the line.
Yeah, you got away with one on that one.
You can hear head coach Larry Kaharick of Tampa Bay.
Defensive coordinator Doug Kay. Boy, Doug had the reds on that one. Big defensive lineman chasing quarterbacks, giving it all that got. You want to get that sack. You get so close and you don't pull it off. That's tough when you're carrying that kind of weight.
Clock continues, 14 seconds on the third quarter clock. Third down, 10. Cooper in motion. The hook and go. He's got him.
Justin's pass with number 14.
Third time plays the charm again. You called it right, Craig Bowler-Jack, the hook and go. We're able to see it up here. You think that the secondary would think, yes, maybe they're going to take this thing across the field. Let's take another look at it. Once again, folks, I go back and go to the motion. That motion throws you off balance in the secondary. That time he just flat out runs it, goes back again, makes the catch. Touchdown, Rattlers.
He took off that helmet. Had something to say to Perkins. One more time, coming at you.
That pump fake. Pump fake, great hands, and you're right. There's a play after the play. Wish we had it, Mike. I'd never take my helmet off. That's one thing I would never do. If I'm mad, I'm going to keep my hat on.
Okay, slant out. I want, ready?
28-27, Tampa Bay, and Arizona will go for two. Justin. Good protection, out of the pocket. Slings it off the foot of Barr, incomplete. And that ends the third quarter. 15 minutes to play. The 50-yard indoor war. Tampa Bay 28, Arizona 27. Consecutive sellout tonight. I wonder if that will wash off, Rick.
You better hope it does.
And the kick by Barr out of bounds. And they will take it at the 20-yard line.
I guarantee you they won't call it right.
The last scoring drive.
Look at where they're going. Kickoff out of
5 plays, 24 yards. It took 2 minutes, 17 seconds off the clock.
See that? See that little son of a bitch?
And Cooper pulls down his third touchdown of the night. 28-27. Tampa Bay, and they have the football.
Now's the time to Todd Shills, Arizona Rattlers, on the defensive side. They need to come up with a big play, force a turnover. Downfield, Stevie Thomas, touchdown, Tampa Bay. Hey guys, we said turnover, not touchdown.
He beat Covington one-on-one.
Let's take another look at it. This is a situation where I think you got to tell you guys in secondary, don't give up the big one. Even let him catch the ball underneath when you're in a ball game of 1 point. And you got a guy with this kind of speed and Thomas, unless you can run with him, which he obviously can't do, you don't gamble in the fourth quarter.
Arden Krzyzewski in to kick the point after. What a way to start the fourth quarter. Up and good. Tampa Bay. They strike in a hurry. They lead Arizona 35-27. ESPN's presentation of Arena Football is brought to you by Rydell, the official helmet and protective equipment supplier of the Arena Football League. Off the net and through the net. A touchback. You take the ball out of Cooper's hands and he can't hurt you.
Well, you get any better than that. That's a smart move. Although it's awful difficult to do that. Scoring plays, that was one play, 45 yards, the third time in this football game the Tampa Bay's come out with a quick strike, one play touchdown. And that's demoralizing for a defense, especially a defense that really, let's be honest with it. Stevie Thomas is going up against this group, is playing over his head. But you just can't make a mistake like that. Now you got to put the onus on your offense. You got a banged up quarterback, but so far they've been more than ample.
In a lifetime in Arena Football, over 13 and a half minutes to play. Justin with the pump. He looks downfield. Wide open. Tillman makes the catch. And a quick hit by Arizona. A first down, goal to goal at the 8-yard line.
Take a look. Once again, the pump. Looks like everybody's pump crazy right now. Flag on this play, but it's a good catch. Looks like we may bring it back.
Boy, a late flag.
Holding number 74, Arizona.
Right in the center of your screen, then. Center Chris Boggs.
That's the center.
Here we go. It's over. Fuck it. Spread left. 54 hook. I won. Ready?
I like what he said. Hit that huddle and say, hey, it's over. You got to put it behind you and move forward.
Cooper in the slot, low snap. Justin fires to Cooper. Tried to get up, but Dowden there to cover him up at the 12-yard line. Boy, Cooper and Justin continue to hook up tonight.
Yeah, good instinct on that, too.
Well, coming up after this game is SportsCenter with Linda and Carl. Baseball streaks. They'll have the Mets and Phillies. And the NBA Finals. Game 3 tomorrow. That's coming up following tonight's arena game between Arizona and Tampa Bay. Boy, Phoenix looking at a must-win tomorrow in Chicago. They're down 2-0.
Don't bring that up right now.
Justin to Cooper. Fumbles the football, recovered at the 24-yard line. Tampa Bay. And Corey Dowden.
Well, Dowden's their big play guy. Let's take another look. Very simple on this. Quick slant in. He's caught 4 or 5 of them today. Here he comes up. Brown on the outside kind of strips it open. There the ball goes on the turf. Boy, Dowden gets all over it. Dowden has a nose for the football. 4 interceptions. Puts him in the top echelon in that category. Also, leads the team in tackles as well. So, #1 ranked defense here with the Storm, and they've held true.
Come on, huh? That ain't nothing. Fucking box holders.
Jay Gruden stands up, fires downfield. Stevie Thomas out of bounds at the 5, but a flag. The yellow hanky at the 21-yard line. Big hit by Garland Rivers, slow to give up. He hit him, that shoulder, a little stinger.
Yeah, those hurt. And plus you also got the wall to contend with as well. It's not bad enough to get hit by a guy coming out of the secondary. Then you've got the wall.
Defense, Arizona.
Well, the call goes against Arizona. Illegal defense, and look at this hit one more time.
Yeah, Stevie takes a peekaboo, catches the ball, turns upfield with great intentions, and there it is, man. Bam! Right up, and then you go up against the wall, so it's like a double hit. Again, a good hit. That's fundamentally, he's sound. Leg gets under him just a little bit, but hey, you know, it happens sometimes. It's rough to be that reckless and under control.
Sucker in the end.
I'm surprised Stevie was that open.
Left trip. We're running back over there. Left trips. We won't run. Left trips. Left trips. 24 stretch. On set. Ready? 24 stretch. Look. Set.
Oh, you eavesdrop.
Yeah, look for a run on this one.
On Gruden. Gives it to the big fella. And he leans up. Andre Bowden to the 2-yard line. 6'3", 240-pounder out of Fayetteville State. 25 years of age is Andre Bowden.
He leads his league in rushing. Entered the game with 35 rushes, 103 yards. 7 touchdowns, so no mystery. They get on the ground right now. They get this football.
Nearly 3 yards a clip each time he puts a hands on the football. They're going to bang it from here, and Bowden lines up the fullback. He'll get the football. Arizona chops him down. Barr, number 29, led the charge.
Barr and company. I like this young man. I know why Danny White is so high on him right now. Here you got Bowden, the leading rusher, goes in, and there's just absolutely nothing. There's a swarm of gold hats and black jerseys.
33 full
Timeouts remaining, 3 apiece with 10:55 to play in the game. Tampa Bay knocking on the door, 3rd down goal. Gruden wants to throw. Blocked and tipped away at the line, at the goal line by Brian Covington.
Boy, Covington had an opportunity to take this one to the bank. You like the idea that he was able to knock the ball down, but boy, you don't get chances like this. You got to catch that football, and you got to make a great play. Let's take another shot at it.
And Rick, this young man leads this team in pass deflections, his 9th of the season.
Well, looking back on that, yeah, he'd have had to be web hand to catch that one. So it's good to get deflection on it. I'll give him a little slack.
4th down, Tampa Bay. Gruden. And the Rattlers. They put the bite on Gruden.
Boy, he drops back on this. There's nowhere to throw. He almost got that ball taken away.
Back at the America West Arena. Arizona on offense after holding Tampa Bay on 4th down. Justin across the middle. In and out of the hands of Hurd. Roy Hurd had it turned, and the ball popped out.
Well, Roy Hurd is their speed guy, and they like to stretch the defense with him. This time, he just didn't concentrate well enough. Boy, you're in a clutch, you're fighting your guts out. You got to go out and pluck that ball down and take what they give you. Every play is not a big play.
Boy, Darren Willis, number 1 for Tampa, zeroed in. I tell you, you look around and see him coming at you belly high. Tough to hang on.
Well, you're going to get hit anyway. You might as well catch it.
2nd down. Justin from his end zone. Down the middle. And overthrows Hurd. How about that last defensive stand, Rick? How big this crowd off their seats got them back into it a little bit.
It really did, and it's demoralizing, too, when an offense comes out following a great defensive stand and doesn't pick up a 1st down. So you hope that in this play, if you're part of the Arizona, trust that you can at least move those chains and give those guys some credit.
Spread left, X-back, 74. I want, ready?
Tampa Bay, the number 1 defense in the Arena Football League. Tough to move on this big front line. Play clock down to 6. Justin. Cooper, 1st down.
Well, who else?
1st down at the 16-yard line.
Take a look again, center of your screen. Justin flings that ball out. He comes back again. This guy has impressed me so much through the course of this football game by his ability to go get the ball no matter where it's at. Got great body control, super athlete, makes good plays.
17th catch for Cooper, 18th, 180-plus yards.
Face mask!
Boy, Barr trying to slash through that big front line, and Chicolo, number 77, hit him up high.
18 passes in one game. Just send him to Washington, put him at tight. That's a career's worth of reception for this guy's done.
Yeah, he's bypassed almost your career.
Oh, my God, it's unbelievable.
9 years in the league.
Here we go.
Gotta hate to see those guys that get a lot of passes.
Spread left, X-back, 56X post. I want, ready? Go.
They're gonna try to take this one down the seam. The post. Yeah, see if they can get a big one.
Cooper gets a head full of steam. Stutzman, his safety valve, breaks free past midfield, down to the 23-yard line. Bucky Cooper got tied up at midfield. And Justin quickly looked off, found his secondary man, Stutzman.
Yeah, he really is. He was there for a moment, but it's a good sign of a quarterback to be able to look deep and drop down. Natural progression, take another look. Justin looks upfield, kind of flings that ball on the outside. You take what the defense will give you. There he picks up a couple extra just on big fella, making a nice move.
Corner. I want, ready?
I'm kind of partial to those large receivers.
Another first down for Arizona. Justin, good protection. Got a man. Count it up. Cooper, touchdown. And Doc, the key there, all day to throw for Paul Justin.
Yeah, the offensive line, you know, we have not talked enough about both sides of the offensive line. Here again, you've got the go-to guy in the middle, kind of leans on. Here, with the defensive back there, Brown gets caught peekabooing. What the heck are you looking inside for? You know what's coming at you. You've got to take one more look at this. Classic separation here, kind of gets open. The last play was the play before. Cooper just an outstanding athlete right now who's taking advantage of an outstanding secondary.
Fourth touchdown reception for Cooper. The 50-yard indoor war. Up and down they go. Flags are down. Justin looking for two. But hold on.
Now let's see if it'll count.
Stutzman in the end zone with the football.
Illegal formation, Arizona, both tight ends declared.
It wouldn't bother me one bit. Matter of fact, I'd want to get the additional yardage. Get back, create a little bit more room, and go do it again.
Well, the reason for the flag, two tight ends declared. You can only have one. At the 5-yard line.
That's one of those kind of rules that raises the hair on my back. I call it a non-football related rule. Give me a break.
From the shotgun, Justin. Another flag down. They load up the right side. In the end zone, incomplete to Stutzman. But another flag down at the 4-yard line. And it's going to be against Tampa Bay.
Encroachment, violation of secondary neutral zone.
Another chance.
Against Tampa Bay.
Maybe three's the charm, guys. This is it. I don't know if it gets any bigger right now in terms of these 2 points. This could swing this game one way or the other. If you're Tampa Bay right now, put it away. Sorry, man, football. Guys sucking to win right now. You can believe it. Fourth quarter.
You look a little winded.
Well, I was tired when I made it to the arena. And then you didn't feed me.
That's right.
Spread left, 66, X arrow wide comeback. I want, ready?
From the shotgun. Justin. Batted down by Browner.
Pass incomplete. 2-point conversion at Tampa Bay.
Boy, that was a big play by Browner on that.
Tampa Bay holds, and the Storm leading Arizona 35-33. We'll be back. It's Paul Justin bending over in the ramp into the Arizona locker room. Don't want to speculate, but he's holding that left wrist. He went down on that 2-point conversion, and they're looking at him right now.
Well, as you mentioned, in arena football, there's a lot of time to play, so anything can happen. But you just got to love this action.
Barr with a fine kick. Stevie Thomas reaches out at the 1-yard line. Skips and hops and finally met and drops at the 13-yard line.
That was a clear example where Thomas said, I'd rather run with it than block.
35-33, Tampa Bay.
3-yard out, just like bull cat. No, a whole cat. All right. Right, 33 Storm on hike. Ready?
Right 33 Storm. Willis tackles and pulls it down, knocked out of bounds at the 22-yard line. He'll be 2 yards shy of the first down marker.
Well, now your defensive coordinator of the Rattlers, your Todd Shell, and you know you need a big play.
Left trip zone.
Certainly can't afford to give up one.
Arizona, Rick, coming off 2 straight road wins. They have yet to win in this building this season. They are 0-2. Gruden to Bird. Roundtree wraps him up inside the 20. First down, Tampa Bay. Coming up right after this game tonight, Sports Center. 4:17 left.
Right zoom, 26 pitch. On Hank, ready?
35-33, Tampa Bay.
Right now, if you're Tampa, I want to keep that ball on the ground.
The pitch, David Smith. Well, the pads are popping. Covington hit him at the 10-yard line. And some words exchanged after that pileup.
Oh, yeah, Smith, he's feisty. He guaranteed that he would have a great game today. Poolside said, "Watch, keep your eye on number 32. 2 things here. One, you want to control that clock, run that time off. And this is just physical football right here. You got a zone-based blocking, get a good block by Browner, 57. And here Smith comes up, lowers the boom, and says, "Come on and take it."
Bird in motion. The pitch play, Smith cuts it back up. And 4 black jerseys there to pull him down at the 8-yard line. He'll be shy of the first down.
Sometimes it doesn't pay to talk. You run your mouth in between plays, it fires those guys up a little more on defense, and they come after you.
Coviello, number 44, in to make the stop. Played his college football at San Diego State, fine linebacker for the Aztecs.
Once again, look at the clock. They're staying on the ground, and it's ticking away. With 2 minutes to go.
Smith again. Follows the block of Chicolo. First down, Tampa Bay at the 5.
Start to pound the defense, Craig, and all of a sudden, little play action, you get an easy one.
Right, 27 scat. On Hank, ready? 27.
Get him on the edge. Boy, Smith, the workhorse, and he rumbles in for 6. But the way this game has gone, far from over.
I have to agree with you, but then you look at the power of Tampa Bay, and everyone knew coming in, this team was favored to win this football game. They're a strong team. Here you see Todd Shell, who's the defensive coordinator, and a guy who's accustomed to winning. Here Smith just comes around the corner, unmolested. That's the thing you don't like as a coach.
Chip shot from Art Krzyzewski through the uprights. And Tampa Bay builds a 42-33 lead.
Well, a week ago in 93 seconds, there was 4 lead changes. And so, for these fans here,
Sports Center will follow. Join Linda and Carl for baseball streaks, the Mets and Phillies. And they'll talk about Game 3. The NBA Finals continue tomorrow in Chicago. The Bulls on top of the Suns, 2-0.
Who do you like?
Coming up next, you got to go with Michael and the Bulls.
That 3-peat means a heck of a lot, but still, Sir Charles, I think they've got one in them. I'd be surprised if they bring the big broom out and sweep on this.
Cooper back to receive. And for the second time, Cooper unable to produce a return. And Arizona will start up at the 5-yard line.
That's some credit. I mean, it's not easy to go the distance and keep it within that 9-foot area.
That's about a 58-yard kick.
Here we go. Spread left, split. 54 more.
Well, let's see what the Rattlers are made of.
Well, they made a big comeback last week. Justin fires downfield, and the catch made at the 17-yard line by number 80. That's Tillman. And here's our Little Caesar player of the game, Hunky Cooper. 19 receptions, 218 yards, and 3 touchdowns. And he threw the touchdown pass to start this game. Hunky Cooper, the Little Caesar player of the game. There he is.
It's one away from a league record, so I know he wants the victory more so than a record, but it's still one that I always go back and tell you.
1 minute time and rules in effect. Tampa Bay has 3 timeouts. Arizona has 3 timeouts.
Hey, we got 1 minute time, man.
Well, the officials tomorrow here on ESPN, the NASCAR Champion Spark Plug 500 live from Pocono. You'll see it 12:30 Eastern on ESPN. First down from the 17, low snap. Justin on a knee, spins out of trouble, and down he goes. How about fatigue right now from the center spot? Those linemen been on the field a long time.
Well, it's Iron Man football, but I don't care who you are. You get in an arena, your adrenaline's going, especially the Rattlers in front of a home crowd. They've not been fortunate here, and it can kind of wear on you. I'm tired, and I haven't hit anybody.
First timeout.
Well, a timeout call now by the Arizona Rattlers. 41 seconds on the clock. Want to take time to thank the Arena Football League, Gene Nudo, Kimberly Clements. They've been around the last 2 days to give us a hand. I want to thank them. Our entire crew here in Phoenix, Arizona. Hey, Rick, you gonna start singing?
I gotta sing when I get home. I've got 2 that want to hear a story. That's what it's all about, to be on Daddy's shoulder. You know, Gene Nudo, the guy, I call him Encyclopedia.
Yeah.
I mean, you want to know something about this league, and he knows. He's been really, really helpful.
Let's go.
Here, Danny White, you're talking to your quarterback, saying you want to keep these guys encouraged.
Let's go right trips. Close, roll left, 75X corner.
Here we go. Let's go right trips, roll left, 75X corner.
What you do by the roll is that it gets you away from that big defensive rush. Kind of get out on the edge.
Let's go,
look for him to throw back.
Underneath center with 41 seconds on the clock, second down. Justin has been really pressured out of that pocket. This time he rolls it downfield and tipped away. Jeff Mays got a big paw up and knocked it down.
Mays has had some big plays on both sides of the line of scrimmage. If there's an Iron Man award, he might be a prime candidate. He's had to score some catches and some tips.
Stay tuned. Sports Center following the conclusion of this arena football game. 35 seconds to play. Tampa Bay 42, Arizona 33. Justin downfield. Incomplete at the 24-yard line. Tillman trying to come back, and the ball a bit underthrown.
Well, 30 seconds to go in the game, you need a big catch. Tillman has great hands. Danny White made reference that he's one of the best receivers on this football team. Somebody's got to come up big.
Well, Cooper has been kind of taking a bit of a breather, if that's what you can say.
Well, he's human.
But he's the guy, maybe some fresh legs. He's the go-to guy.
Well, with 30 seconds, he'd definitely be in my plans.
Fourth down. Justin. Incomplete. And now Tampa Bay will take over with 27 seconds on the clock.
That surprises me. Really, we've talked about Cooper and the things that he's been able to do today, and that they don't go to him at least once, you know, out of that succession.
Tillman was the man on that series. Larry Kaharik, Rick, comes in here, slow start, fires his team up, and they respond.
Yeah, he went after him, boy. When a guy his size gets you on those close quarters over there, you better respond.
That sets up next week's showdown here on ESPN, Orlando and Tampa Bay. Touchdown Storm. Andre Bowden.
That's a big score. That just deflates your morale. If you're Todd Shell, you want to look at the score. People around the country think that it's a lot worse than it was. They've been very competitive for 3 quarters. Just flat run out of gas. You go against the leading rusher right here, and he just pounds you.
Bowden rumbles in for his 8th touchdown on the season. Krzyzewski been busy. Makes good on the extra point. And the Storm 49 and the Rattlers 33. 22 seconds to play. Sports Center will follow. Some of this crowd of over 15,000 remain.
It's always amazing me when people leave out a couple minutes early to get right into traffic. You know what I mean? When you're going in a hurry, nowhere.
Next week, we'll be down in Tampa Bay. The Storm taking on the Orlando Predators. That is big-time rivalry in the state of Florida. You'll see it midnight Eastern right here on ESPN. Another fine kick off the net. Runs it in. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Dowden. And this crowd stunned.
Boy, you talking about pouring it on. We've been waiting on this all night to watch those bars in that net, hear it. I mean, what do you do if you're a return man on this? Bowden comes down. You got to credit the guys up front for not leveling him, allowing him to have a free run.
Corey Dowden picked it up at the 10. Out of Tulane. 24 years of age.
He's got a nose for the football. He may be their best defensive player. I mean, he really is an outstanding athlete. He's come in, took some lumps early on. I mean, let's give Arizona some credit because they went after him in the quarter.
Chip shot by Krzyzewski. That leg's got to be getting tired. 56-33.
He's been on a roll. The score is not indicative of the game. And right now, the Tampa Bay Storm, they try to put a message out to the Predators right now that maybe things could be different. The Predators, for the most part, have owned them throughout the series.
Stay tuned, Rick. We'll be standing by to check out Sports Center.
The big show.
Coming up, 20 seconds away. 56-33. And what was a close game, tomorrow morning's paper looks like a blowout, but as you said, good tough battle in here tonight.
No, it really was. It really was. It gave you everything you wanted. If you like football, you just got to love this. It was excitement. It was hard hitting. It was competitive play, good game plans. And quite frankly, Tampa Bay, a better football team coming in, just flat wore them out. You know, but if you're Danny White, you look at this thing tomorrow and you think, hey, much better than maybe we thought so. He went up against the Drive, which is pretty much the class of the league early on. Late competitive. He'll have some good days ahead of him.
Next week, it's on to Dallas. For Arizona.
That's bullshit.
Boy, that's going for the juggler right there, pal.
I tell you, hard to believe I just saw what I saw.
Yeah, that's going for the juggler. That's no respect.
Well, I tell you, that's one way rivalries are born.
Tampa Bay, first down, Arizona.
Well, I've always believed this. Good football teams, everybody wants to hate you anyway. You come out an onside, I mean, it really just adds insult to injury. But that's what happens when you come in, you get a shot to go after a team, and you let it slip away.
He's still having fun. 18 seconds on the clock. Well, it's almost like Tampa has challenged Arizona in the sense of this last series. What are you going to do to us?
Well, they put it right in the face. This is in-your-face football.
Justin. Nearly picked. Tried to dump it over the middle. And right there to knock it away, Tracy Perkins, number 5.
Arizona has got to score on this. This is one of those things that you try to build on the positive. You know, you kind of stick it in your face. You get a score, you know, and you kind of rekindle what's going to be a very difficult locker room. Quarterback's banged up. You got your kicker. that's hurt. You know, these kind of things. It's all injuries never heal after a defeat like they do after a victory.
Second down. Justin with the tiny pass and no flag. Boy, it looked like Dowden grabbed the jersey of Cooper. That was the 50th pass attempt by Paul Justin tonight.
Kind of like to see Cooper get one more reception at this point. Game's out of reach.
20.
Yeah, break the record. Let's take another look here. He throws off his back foot. That's not really good fundamental throwing, but I have to agree with you, Craig Bowler-Jack. That should have been a flag.
You actually agree with me?
Once or twice.
All right. 12 seconds on the clock. Justin dumps it to Barr. Swings it, tried to spin up, and he is just dog-tired.
Got a little fight going. That time Thor ran like a blind man because he had a hole to the left. Kind of just lowered his head and just lumbered in. Now he's got a little fisticuffs. This is crazy if you're Tampa Bay. You've got the game won. Doug Kay, defensive coordinator, comes out, and that's when I jump all in my guy's throat. You know, you want to do it with class. You got a big game coming up next week. Bowler-Jack, maybe you can take one of those home for the kids.
I wouldn't mind, yeah. That took some time to put on there.
It really did.
Personal foul, number 8, Tampa Bay, ejected from the game.
That's dumb football. So what they should do is follow over 2 games, and then we stop this silliness. There's no need for it at all. You have the win. You've got a big game coming up next week in your home park. You know what I mean? You want to be classy in victory.
Personal foul, number 8, Tampa Bay, half the distance to go, automatic first down. Number 8's ejected from the game.
So out goes Eddie Brown on the ejection, and 2 seconds remain on the clock. And now Arizona will spend its second timeout.
Rocket 19 X out.
I go to Cooper. If I'm Danny White on this one, I'm going to give him one shot.
Cooper needs 1 reception to tie.
Here we go, left, Rocket 19.
The Arena
I want. Ready? Left,
Football League record for 20 receptions in a game. He's got 19. 3 touchdowns, and he threw 1 to start this game. Justin picked off, and they're going to run it back. Perkins. And a touchdown signal. Tracy Perkins takes the final pass from Justin and runs it back 49 yards.
Well, you didn't have to be a rocket scientist to realize they were going to go to Cooper. Let's take another look at this. This is interesting. Justin comes off his back foot again. I don't like the way he set up the throw, and that time they sandwich Cooper. Good catch. Goes in for the score.
Try for point.
And they will try for the extra point.
Take the extra point.
For the final 2 minutes of this game,
ugly.
Krzyzewski, they may have already packed up his tee. Finally thrown out of off the bench. No time on the clock. This will end it. Good snap. And another point after, connected by Krzyzewski. 63-33 the final, Rick. The last 2 minutes, unreal.
Well, 3 quarters of good football. If you're Danny White, you build on the positive. And Tampa Bay, you better buckle up, because next week the Predators are coming at you.
Next week, the big test. And you know what? Early in this game, they may have been looking forward to Orlando.
You know, I'm going to give Arizona some credit. I think Danny had his troops ready to play. They came out, they were excited, 15,000 strong, and they gave you your money's worth for 3 quarters.
All right, the final score from the America West Arena. Tampa Bay winning 63-33. For Wick Walker, I'm Craig Bowler-Jack. Good night from Phoenix, Arizona. Tonight's Arena Football League game has been produced by High Bar Productions in association with ESPN. Stay tuned. SportsCenter is next.